7 Sport presents The Big Replay. Sponsored for your enjoyment by NEC, your Mitsubishi Motors dealer, and Hallett Brick.
Good evening and welcome to part one of the big replay on 7 tonight. In just a few moments we're going to take a look at the highlights. In fact, 1 hour's highlights of the big clash this afternoon at the Adelaide Oval between South Adelaide and Glenelg. And tonight at 10:30 we'll see highlights of the game from Football Park between Sturt and North. It was a vital game at the Adelaide Oval today. South Adelaide having clawed their way to the top of the premiership table with that magnificent last siren kick win over Port Adelaide last week. Glenelg have also been in great form. We're going to pick up the action now. It's the start of the third quarter. Glenelg have kicked 8 goals 9. South Adelaide have kicked 8 goals 6, so Glenelg lead by 3 points.
In perfect conditions, South Adelaide's vice-captain Scneebichler won the toss, and South Adelaide kicked towards the Torrens end and were leading or down by a point at quarter time, 5-4 to 5-3, and they're down by 3 points, 8-9 to 8-6 as we pick up the second half. It's been a nip and tuck battle all the way, goal for goal, very little between the two sides. South Adelaide had a bit of a problem in the second quarter with the loss of Gary Christie with an eye injury, and they were forced to use Graham Corns and Scneebichler in ruck, and the Bays got on top momentarily. But Christie back in the action now as the second half is well underway. The kick to the outer side, first there will be Stringer. Needs backup support. Intercepted well, however, by Haitley. Hooks an awkward-looking kick, gives Kapler the run of the ball. Half-forward line, leading forward is Scneebichler going in towards that player, but at the back of the pack, Wold, Scneebichler and also Seabaum vying for the ball. And it looked as though that the umpire was going to give a free kick there for a while, but behind it all was Philip Wald, and he took the easy mark. He's only 30 metres out, and this could put South Adelaide back in the lead. They rested it momentarily from the Bays during that second quarter, but then they fought back. This will put the Panthers back in front. The kick is going to be awfully close. Goal. That is Wald's first. The Panthers 9-6, Glenelg 8-9.
Well, they certainly love running it down the outer side of the ground here, and it was an interesting kick there from Kapler because he's normally a left footer, but he used that one well. Scneebichler, I think, would have got the free anyway. Wald marked and converted.
Carey in ruck against Christie. A good bounce by the umpire. Line ball, that one. Trying to get out of the pack there was McGuinness. McDermott to the half-forward line. Palmer back there. Gibbs, youth and experience, and I think the free kick will probably go to Gibbs for a high tackle. Gibbs from the half-forward line. This is where South Adelaide are in trouble now. No, Nichols gave the lead. Kick number 8 coming up in towards Nichols. Brooksby back there, beating him on the day. Can't find it this time. Quickly now, Talbot off the side of his boot. White gets underneath it. Kernahan up. White reads it the better of the two and takes a fine mark in the back pocket.
Stephen Kernahan up far too early. Robin White, who hasn't had a good day, played a lot of football lately. That's his third kick. Carey's punch away to Simons. McGuinness waiting for the ball to come out. It does now. Concedes ground. Kernahan, White. Oh, White dropped the ball. Talbot came in hard. Kernahan threw the ball out. There's a high tackle on Brooksby. That is Graham Brooksby. And he will take the free. Left or right back pocket area for South Adelaide. Kicks away long. Carey and Christie, but the man at the back took the mark. No, it was Ross Gibbs. Looked very much like David Marshall. Kernahan in front, he'll be paid.
Nichols wants it as well.
Kernahan's kicking a little bit better than Nichols at the moment, so I think the Glenelg supporters probably a little bit happy about that. 10th kick coming up for Kernahan. He's an amazing player. He's taken 8 marks, had 10 kicks, and he's already kicked 2 goals. never really out of a game, Stephen Kernahan. Taking plenty of time over this one. A low raking drop punt. Went across to the left, but he got his third goal. Glenelg back in front, 9-9, South 9-6.
He's ever in a danger up the front, and of course Nichols there as well. The Bays can confidently put the ball in high for either Kernahan or Nichols. Carey when he's resting, and South Adelaide defence continually under pressure. Brooksby's done pretty well on Nichols, keeping him goalless, but Kernahan, how can you ever keep him down for a full day? His third goal.
4 minutes into the third quarter, Peter Carey and Christie both playing top games for their respective sides. Kernahan got the, Carey should I say, got the tap down. McDermott got it out, looking for Marshall. Butler in front. Darren Kapler. In goes John McFarlane. Fights hard and then gets legged. Free kick. Thought about passing off to Simons. No pressure on the mark. Greg Nichols, Kernahan. Nichols fell over. The big outstretched arms of Stephen Kernahan, forever reliable. This will test him distance-wise. Gee, we had a look at Darren Harris run onto the ground at half-time. If he hasn't got an injured left knee, well, it's acknowledged that it's not to flash the left knee, but if it's not injured at the moment, I'll be surprised. Kernahan goes for distance. The ball floating across, hits the post. When you search for distance, that quite often happens. Glenelg now 4 points in front.
Brooksby to kick in. 5 minutes gone, third quarter. McDermott up. Almost took the mark. Bennett gets it out to Kapler on the half-back line. Goes off running. McGuinness is going to run him down. He got the kick away. Up towards his brother, Darren. McFarlane. McDermott tried to get it over to Stringer against the tide. Salisbury at the bottom of the pack where he normally is. And the umpire will come in and bounce. It was Darren Kapler who went for the run. And his brother in David almost took the mark. Carey, cleverly, McGuinness. Quickly out of play on the full. Not a great deal of sight on that one. And South Adelaide through Darren Kapler. One's got a shaven head. It's helping us commentators as the kick goes up towards Scneebichler. Oh, fine mark. Well, Kernahan one in for the Bays. Scneebichler the other end for South Adelaide. Off goes Harris now, but Scneebichler is going to shoot for goal. Kick number 9. 7 marks. Fine game. It's booted 4 goals. He's struggling to make the distance from here. As Peter Marker told you, when you're struggling for distance, you tend to hook the ball. That's what he did, especially with a drop punt. A hard one to kick over a long distance. And South edge out to 9-8 now. 9-10 Glenelg. 9-7 it is to 9-10.
It's great to see the players who perform well on Saturday continue to perform well at club level. Carey showed a lot of courage. The whistle is gone. Carey's going to be paid the mark, I think. Didn't appear to have marked the ball, but the whistle went. Out wide to Alan Stringer. Umpire fell over out there. That was the boundary umpire. Crowd always seemed to like that. Kernahan. Nichols on a lead. Brooksby with him. Staying down Talbot and also White. Or the handball to Butler, not good. Tackling hard is McDermott. And umpire Hilton will bounce it at centre-half forward for Glenelg. Brooksby in front. That is Graham Brooksby. Out it goes to Copping. He gives a chance to Ross Gibbs. He gets around onto the right boot, lines them up. Not a good kick. And the easy mark taken by Philip Brooksby.
Butler runs it out of defence. Talbot about to run him down. Puts out the pass. Simons recovers beautifully. The Bays a chance now. Talbot right forward pocket. Dummies. Loses footing. Gives a chance. McGuinness on the wrong foot. Hooks in towards goal. It's a magic shot for goal. Oh, beautifully done. Number 2. The Bays 10-10. South Adelaide 9-7. Wasn't interested. A bounce down half-forward line. The Bays in attack. Carey and Christie. Carey's tap. Thieved, however, by Darryl Hewitt. Kicks to the half-forward line. Stringer up. All South Adelaide waiting for the ball to come down. Kepler now gets the left foot away into the open spaces. Naily leading in the race. Gets a nice hit. Over now to Martin. Martin on the leader. Harris. Not a good kick. Harris and Duthie. Harris gets clear. He gets round Duthie. All the handball away is not good. McFarlane kicks it back towards centre wing. Kepler and Simons. Naily back to Kepler. Butler wants it. Back to Kepler in the 1-2. Hooks around the corner. High in towards Harris. Gets a leap away. 1-2. Grabs. He's done it. Oh, he never ever got a leap away, I don't think. I said he's going to get a leap. He stood as if he was transfixed as the ball came in high, floating. Bay players running everywhere. Out goes the mouth guard. He's got it on the edge of the square. Do you think South ever need a goal right now? Down by 9 points. Harris makes it 3. That's his third goal. It's his second goal correction. 10-8 South Adelaide, 10-11 Glenelg.
Well, South Adelaide have been threatening along the grandstand flank, and Darren Kapler's been doing some great work, and that was a fine kick around which floated right into the teeth of goal, and Darren Harris with 2 grabs marked and converted for his second goal.
Gary Christie putting up a sterling performance against Peter Carey. A good bounce by umpire Argent. Christie's tap. Wool kicks in high again. Harris at the back waiting for it is Naily. Naily and Salisbury. Salisbury drops the football. The umpire can't see it. Naily goes for the safety of the line. Out goes Duthie. Push in the back. And the free kick goes the way of the Bay.
Duthie's got a big job on Harris. Harris is explosive. He can kick plenty in a short space. Dewhurst. Talbot never really read the ball. It wasn't a good kick away from Duthie. And young Dewhurst, who started well but dropped out of the game, now has his 10th kick. That's going to give Scneebichler the chance. Plenty of players there. Off hands it comes. Pushed through for a point. South Adelaide have lifted. They're 10-9 now, trailing the Bays 10-11.
Got the ball away from centre a couple of times, which has helped. The Keplers providing some run. Talbot gives the lead. Duthie won't go towards that player. He gets a lead now from Copping, centre field. That's a good pass. Copping at centre half back. Kernahan centre half forward, wants it quickly while it's a one-on-one situation. Corns on that player now, goes towards Kernahan. Phillips in front, not Phillips, that was Palmer. Bennett, high. Big leap by Carey. Getting back on it, Russell goes for the safety of the line. Umpire Argent quite happy for a throw-in.
Look deliberate. Glenelg leading by 2 points. Russell's played very well, an interchange player, replaced Gavin Walsh. 16 minutes into the third quarter. Russell's going to get a free kick. All he appeared to do was fall over, but Laurie Argent saw it differently. Dennis Russell. Good player. Kicks long, looking for Kernahan. Corns! Great mark, Corns. 2 grabs. Came in late. Naily on the lead. Goes out towards that player. Stephen Copping. Naily over the top. Salisbury. What a top game he's played. Tries to get it out to Copping. He's caught. Back to Salisbury. He tried to get the kick away. He was grabbed. Didn't have it. A bit technical today, Ian.
I don't think I've ever seen a player more aptly named. He's a tiger, Peter, and that's what he is.
Certainly is, Ian. Up goes Ross Gibbs, off hands, Twelftree. Couldn't get the run of the ball. Now he's got it. Down he goes. No free kick. Out it goes Glenn Hewitt. Corns back to Hewitt. He will go wide. Would. He's got plenty of pace for the Panthers. Dewhurst is on his own. Would doesn't see him. Scneebichler in front, 2 grabs not paid. Out comes Seabohm. Scneebichler's going to be paid now for a high run.
Playing a fine game for South Adelaide. Kick number 10. He's booted 4 goals. Almost out at centre wing, in towards the lead of Harris. Up high! Oh, what a brilliant effort to Stringer. Carey. Smothered by Butler. South a chance. Naily swoops on the ball, but oh, he handled it badly this afternoon. Carey sucker. Socker finds Butler, puts it back, and he's offline a point. Don't think I've ever seen Mark Naily mishandle a ball as much as he has this afternoon.
Well, Peter Carey made a couple of mistakes, particularly the last one, kicking off the ground. Both players played on Saturday. They could be getting tired. It's to be expected. 2 games in three days. 18 minutes in. Darren Kepler went for the spoil. Here's a chance for Glenelg. David Marshall clears through the centre. Nichols on a long lead. One hand up against Philip Brooksby. In goes McGuinness. He burns McGuinness. Have a look at that for a kick back. Kernahan. Oh, great play, McGuinness. Been a top little footballer. That was his 12th kick. Blistering pace, McGuinness. Right where big Kernahan wanted it. Four goals, Kernahan. 11-11 Glenelg, 10-10 South.
South defence, lack of discipline, went chasing a kick, and it left a 2-on-1 situation, and it was brilliantly pulled back by McGuinness from the forward pocket, and Kernahan only had Hewitt to beat. There was 2 of them in the square. Kernahan doesn't miss those sort of marks. A fine grab, and he converted for his 4th. The Bays 11-11, South Adelaide 10-10.
What a big load this man's carrying. Peter Carey against the youngster in Christie. Line ball there. McGuinness couldn't pick it up. Philip Gould can. Tries to run it clear. He's caught. Out goes Stringer. But it's Hewitt who snares the ball and gives it back to Philip Gould. South on the run again. Short to Haitley, and that's beautifully put. He dropped the ball. The tackle's on. Copping didn't hold him. Haitley kicked it on now. Russell coming across. Oh, they've spoiled each other, Glenelg players. Down to the ground it goes. And umpire Hilton comes in for the bounce.
Gee, there's been some big, almost undisciplined leaping in defence. Both teams 2 up and 1 down quite often. Copping up. Seabohm it was. The bottom of the pack, Salisbury, where he's been all afternoon. A bounce down, 30 metres out from the South Adelaide goal, down by 7 points. Seabohm again goes against the Bichler line ball. That one, the umpire is going to give a free kick to Scneebichler. Well, Peter, I didn't see that one as I see Scneebichler grabbing at his hamstring. I don't know whether he's just giving a bit of a pat or what, but for some reason he was given a free kick there. I got the impression the umpire said that Seabohm jumped into him.
Yes, I think that's the way he saw it. He saw it as a charge at Scneebichler, and Scneebichler's not happy.
30 metres out in front. That's his 5th goal. The Bays by a point. South Adelaide 11-10, Glenelg 11-11.
It's been a very tight game here at Adelaide Oval. Glenelg leading by 1 point at quarter time, 3 points at half time, and only 1 point now as we get the game underway for the last quarter. Carey got the tap down. Fairclough back onto the ground now. Also Kernahan, that's David Kernahan for Glenelg. Conceded ground with the wobbly old kick, and it was marked by Simons. Have a look at that. Marshall on his own again. Through comes McFarlane. Talbot in front. 2 grabs, he's got it. Talbot was a live wire early. It's a very quick, direct young rover for Glenelg now. This will be his 10th kick. The distance will test him. Aborting the lead was Copping. Copping, by the way, has taken 11 marks in his return to South Australian football. He's in front now. No mark on that occasion. Kernahan in there. Twelftree, back to Kernahan. Can't get boot to ball. Can't get it away at all. Comes out towards Michael Bennett. Haitley the runner. Also Stuart Palmer. Ross Gibbs is there as well. Applies the tackle. Ross Gibbs caught. Close to holding the ball. Copping dives in there as well, but umpire Hilton will bounce.
The pace of the game has been unbelievable. The players have every right to be tired. If it keeps up in this last quarter, gee, the Bays by a point. Kernahan against Christie. Through goes Corns, kicks it out of play on the full. Corns has interchanged himself off the bench, started at centre-half forward. He's centre-half back at the moment. He's even had a run in ruck when Christie got hurt in that second quarter. Appeared to be an eye injury. Carey back now with the football. Kicks the Bays into attack up towards the full forward pocket. Kernahan there. Can't bring it down. Palmer gets a handball out. More in hope than anything, just for the safety of the line. He was completely snookered. No South Adelaide player backing up at all. Throw in left forward pocket. Corns against Kernahan. Kernahan, beautiful tap away, finds Alan Stringer up towards full forward. Talbot! Oh, great mark. Robin White not having one of his better days, just looks a little suspect, hasn't kicked well, and Talbot has given him a torrid time in that forward pocket. Fine shot at goal, his first. Glenelg kick clear, 12-12 to South Adelaide, 11-11.
Well, there's always danger when Stephen Kernahan is around. He got the tap down towards Alan Stringer, the quick kick around the body. Talbot was in front and that ball stuck like glue. A good kick for goal sees Glenelg now leading by 7 points.
I think the longest or the largest lead all day has been about 9. Peter told you 1 point at quarter time, 3 at half, 1 at three-quarter time. Carey, Nailey goes through, can't get the ball. Marshall gets it out. Stringer, Haitley comes through, making a great dash at the ball. Is that Tiger in Salisbury, but he kicks it off the side of his boot, and it hits Stuart Palmer on the chest on the half-back flank. Salisbury only goes one way, and that's straight ahead. Palmer back towards the half-forward line. Christie and Carey, line ball. The umpire's paid the mark. Woof. Carey, check side of centre wing. Copping gives the lead short. Carey will go to Kernahan, I would think. Corns is with that player. Corns make front spot. Kernahan almost. 12-3, great dash. Chance Talbot. Kernahan, tackle high. Free kick. 35 metres out. David Kernahan has come on the last quarter. It's his first run for the afternoon. I'm trying to think who's gone off. But certainly not Simons. Come onto a wing, I would think, but Kernahan from 35 metres pushed the ball across the face of goal. 1 point only the Bays, 12-13. South Adelaide, 11-11.
Pick that player up for you in a moment. In.
Could be McDermott. No, McDermott's there.
Bit difficult at this stage as Palmer kicks off, looking for Graham Corns. Copping comes in. The handball goes further to Haitley. Haitley and Copping have had a big tussle. Intercepting beautifully was Wayne Stringer, and he's also played a fine game for the Bays. Copping wants it in short. Wayne Stringer won't do that for him. Kernahan and Corns tussling there before the ball came. Copping out. Oh, not a good handball to McDermott. Beautifully done, McGuinness. What a star he's been. Over the top, 12-3. Here's a big goal. He's kicked it and missed. Wasn't much else he could do. 12-14 Glenelg, 11-11 South.
South with problems, can't get the ball out of defence. Palmer looking for a running player. Christie gives him a lead now to the outer side. Carey goes with him. Christie in front, Carey behind. Kick away by Nailey into no man's land. Coming to meet the ball is Martin, but he's pushed Russell out of the road. Russell on the half-back flank at the moment, goes out wide. Simon's clear. Simon's been a fine player for the Bays this afternoon. Won't make the distance from there, but he'll certainly give Kernahan and Nichols a chance. In towards the pocket. 16 kicks Simons. White comes to meet it for South Adelaide, leaves it behind. Stringer, White, try to get out a handball. Coming against the tide was McFarlane. Stringer, Wool. High tackle, free kick. McFarlane, is it? Or Stringer? Stringer free kick. 45, 50 metres out. He could just about make the distance from here. Kernahan in the square. Gibbs gives the lead. He's not going to try. Going for Carey. Big leap. Oh, big leap by Copping over the top of Carey. Spoiled both players. Scneebichler drives. Goes towards Kapler. Kapler and Stringer. Quickly in Salisbury. Close to the line. Can't get the ball away. Ball out of bounds. Dewhurst at the bottom. And a throw in at centre wing. Scneebichler having a run on the ball, trying to get some lift for South Adelaide. They badly need one at the moment. The ball towards Fairclough. Carey soccers it forward towards the half-forward line. Corns a chance to clear. Gets it onto his boot quickly. Meter is Stringer. The Bays defence impenetrable at the moment.
Played very well, Wayne Stringer. Kicks out wide looking for Tony Simons. He has the ball now. One of Glenelg's best players. Oh, the kick not good. It's going to go past Robin White. Graham Corns again to Philip Wool. Back to Graham Corns. He kicks long, out of defence, looking for David Kapler. Wayne Stringer in hot pursuit. Duthie, Harris is there. So is Seabohm, but it's over the line for a ball in. 12-14 plays 11-11. The difference is 9 points. Very early days in this last quarter. Dennis Russell is number 7. In your screen is Seabohm and Christie. Seabohm got the knock down. Trying to get rid of the ball is Scott Salisbury, but we'll see it thrown in again.
Duthie, I think, Peter. It's a long way over there. The sun getting down low. Christie and Seabohm towards Nailey. Slips out a long handball too far. Getting back on it, Fairclough. Takes a heavy knock. Gives a chance now, Nailey. Nailey puts it in the air towards goal. Haitley, Harris up high. Can't quite bring it down. Giving chase now is Would. Would in the pocket. Hooks it back around the corner. It's a tired-looking kick. And it will go out of bounds on the full, I think. The umpire, how did he ever see that? Went over his head, I suppose. His shirt fronted the point post. And Russell to bring the ball back into play.
Dennis Russell looks for Peter Carey. Up the big chap goes. One hand to it. Couldn't complete the mark. Kernahan gets rid of Scneebichler. Just Seabohm on his own marks well. The pace has been red hot all day. Seabohm kicks out of defence. Kernahan in the middle of the pack. This could go over the top. Here's a chance. David Kernahan. Short, but too far. Over the top of Brooksby. Robin White comes in, so does Talbot. They see the ball close to the line. Gee, Robin White did the wrong thing, kept it in. Got away with it, though, with a high tackle, and that will go the way of Philip Brooksby.
Brooksby gets a lead from Bennett across goal. It'd be a dangerous kick. Oh, that one's not much better towards Nailey. Used his body well. McDermott for the Bays tries to run the gauntlet, but takes the ball out of play. Throw in inside the half-forward line. 12-14 Glenelg, 11-11 South Adelaide. The Bays by 9 points. Corns against Kernahan at the throw-in. McGuinness and Talbot roving for the Bays. Kernahan keeps his footing just long enough to get it, but it was Nailey who hooks it back all the Bays. McDermott with the ball. The Bays perpetually in attack at the moment. A long kick in towards full forward. Stringer in there. I wouldn't be surprised if Nichols was the player off as Kapler takes the mark. Back to Butler. Butler, no one to kick to, goes long back towards centre field. Martin in front. Play on is the call. Getting out of it nicely. Getting the ball over was Talbot, but it's Kapler. He'll get run down, gets a kick away, looking for his brother. Out comes Harris. Kapler with the ball. Chance to run it if he wants to. Going to have a bounce. Russell comes to cut him off. Puts it up in the air. All the Bays again. South Adelaide hasn't got any attacking movement at all.
Big kick away from Duthie. Good mark there by Scneebichler. Harris at centre half forward. Christie at full forward. Changes have been made. Kick away there from Scneebichler was his 14th. An attempted mark there by Kapler. He was legged, and he will take the free kick. That's David Kapler. Now Harris is sinking back. No, he comes out to the full centre half forward spot again. Now he gets back. Christie in front. The big punch away. Christie, kick away. Carey. Carey goes short. That was a controlled kick to Gibbs. Gibbs and Haitley. South Adelaide players everywhere. David Kernahan, the only Glenelg player there. In comes Butler and kicks out. And the umpire will throw the ball in. 86 plays 77. Glenelg leading by 9 points.
Only 12 minutes gone. Plenty of time. Anything could happen. Scneebichler to Nailey. Nailey ran on that dangerous left leg. He bolts off, puts out the pass in towards the half-forward line. Fine mark, Fairclough. He's proppy. Left the arena in the second term when he took a heavy knock on that leg. And he's still gimpy, but he's got a chance for a much-needed goal for South Adelaide. Two fellows in your screen hoping it's not. Kick number 7, Fairclough. 35 metres out. Kick underway. Coming back with a boot. I think he's got it through. His first goal. South Adelaide come back 12-11 to the Bays 12-14.
Glenelg lead by 3. 3 points. Carey and Palmer to do battle on the ball in. Talbot coming in from behind. Carey it was that hooked it back. Talbot's got the run of it with Haitley and Copping. Copping gets out of trouble. Marshall, he concedes ground again. Onto the left boot, hooks around. Here's a chance for the Tigers. Carey, couldn't take the mark. Carey still down. Bennett kicks away. Gibbs spoils. Dewhurst. Palmer. Players very tight. Palmer stops. Puts it back in for Haitley. Haitley tackle. Dewhurst. Copping. And Butler. The run is from Dewhurst. The kick is towards Brooksby. Couldn't take the mark. Off hands. Oh, Fairclough nearly fell over. Now he gets around. Kick on the way. Goals, Fairclough. 2 goals. South kick away. 13-11. Glenelg 12-14.
A brilliant attacking a run off the half-back line. Gee, but the pressure was put on them. There were 4 South Adelaide players handballing to one another, but the Bays kept the pressure on. They couldn't get it clear. Finally, it was Fairclough on the half-forward line, twisted and turned, dummied back to his left, straightened up, put through his second, and the Panthers are in front by 3 points.
Big Super Carey has been under the hands of the trainers for a while. Scneebichler takes it uncontested. Copping chips in. Kepler, Nailey, South running again. They're running better than Glenelg. Over the top of Duthie it goes. Salisbury comes in as well. Now Duthie will have to pick a player out if he can. He can't. Martin. He fell out of the game in the 3rd quarter, Paul Martin. He's back in it now though. Oh, Haitley short. He's got it. No one within 30 metres of him. He sets it up. Salisbury in front. Couldn't quite take the mark. And concedes. No, he doesn't. It's out of bounds to be balled in the left forward pocket.
Right adjacent to behind post. Seabohm back there. 15 minutes gone. Brooksby for South Adelaide. Up over the hop. Darren Harris. Salisbury at the bottom of the pack again. He's sitting on the ball. With him there is Fairclough. Wood in it for South Adelaide. Talbot for the Bays. And the umpire will come in and bounce 30 metres out in front. Official attendance 13,172. But you can fool me if there's only 13,000 here on the Sunday game for Port. South Adelaide into attack. It could bounce through the wrong side of the goals and another point. Didn't see who kicked it. 13,172. A top crowd enjoying a top game.
Oh, it's been on all day. Right from the word go. The pace has been crackerjacked. Kicking out Duthie. Copping. He's been paid. Taken a few marks today. 12. Elects to go long. Kernahan up. Oh, up too early. Gave the free kick away. Scneebichler will take it. And the big sneezer has been South Adelaide's best player. Skipped 5 goals. Done a lot of hard work. Harris leading for South. Scneebichler goes long. Seabohm couldn't take the mark. David Kepler fighting for it. A line ball there. Talbot can't run it clear. High tackle.
Well, you win some, you lose some. Talbot from centre half back. Been a top little player for the Bays. Wobbles one towards centre wing. David Kernahan, that's a good mark. Brilliantly done, the youngster, against Bennett. One hand hurled, the other one up. Juggled the mark. Puts it to the half forward line. Palmer. Scneebichler getting back. Palmer one-handed through Gibbs. Getting in there is Palmer again. The umpire said, my ball. A bounce down marginally in the Bay attacking area. Christie waiting to come back into the action. A bounce down. Grandstand side, right in front of the members stand. Kernahan's tap away to Stringer. Stringer's kick is not a good one. Palmer will set it up for Dewhurst. Marshall can't get him, puts it out wide to Kepler. Stringer there as well. Salisbury back in defence. Gets the kick away. Finds now Stringer. Stringer puts it long. Simons getting back underneath the ball. Good mark. Simons thought about playing on. Twelftree streams into the pocket. But the players held up while Simons goes back to take his kick. On the leaders, Coppins, good mark. Oh, he can't quite get there. He's got the ball. That's on the mill. The umpire will come in and bounce.
Oh, it was an adventurous lead. Coach Campbell, Des State, Jeff Bletham there. All pretty tense. It's a tight one. Glenelg trail by 4 points. The bounce down. Carey, Corns through, read it beautifully, got it out. Great work, Corns. Darren Kepler. He's got a great deal of pace. We're at 18 minutes now. Darren Kapler goes in long. The big lead on out there by Harris, picking up Salisbury. Very close to the boundary line. Paul Martin, South another chance. Hooks one back. In front on that occasion was Butler. Over the top it goes to Dennis Russell. He's got Marshall clear. That's where the ball goes. Marshall's got a space. David Kernahan's got the run of it now. He bounces through the centre line with his 5th kick. Up goes Gibbs. Oh, big mark. Read it better than Palmer. Gibbs, I think, will go in long. Kernahan has a chap to Gibbs. 14th kick. Carey's in the square. Gibbs goes for a torpedo. Penalty, huge kick. Oh, through it went. I think Kernahan told him about that one. $2 Gibbs. Glenelg back in front.
3,865, 3,866, 3,867, 3,000...
I bet London to a brick that's Hallett's new settlers range.
You win, lady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
York Motors Mitsubishi?
Yeah, g'day. It's me again.
Oh, Fitzy, listen, I've got a problem with the blokes here.
Yeah, well, I've got a problem with sheep.
No, look, I mean, they don't believe that you really ring up.
That's funny. My girlfriend doesn't believe
You
it.
can do a cold deal for $99 deposit and only $45 a week.
Well, I'll tell you what, you come down here, then I'll put your girlfriend right.
I'll have to think about that one. See ya.
York Motors Mitsubishi. We've got the deals from Cockaleachy to the Coorong.
Being able to see David play while I'm in the kitchen is what I call a great improvement.
Having a room of my own's a great improvement.
The whole family calls the Rumpus Room a great improvement, and it is.
A 25-year written structural guarantee. Now that's hard to improve on.
A.V. Jennings Home Improvements. For a long time now, we've done nothing but improve.
Lloyd's would like to introduce you to the beauty of real timber. Rich in a variety of colors and textures, timber adds character and brings a natural warmth to any living area. Lloyd's can show you how to use real timber paneling in your home, how to put it up and finish it off. It's really quite easy, and you can see just how beautiful it looks. Explore the possibilities of real timber paneling at Lloyd's.
7 days a week.
Scneebichler goes to the big roundhouse right. Doesn't really come off. Through it goes. David Kapler. He wants his brother Darren Kapler. Salisbury ran past the ball. Here's a chance. Fairclough. Philip Wood onto the left boot. Harris punched away Russell. And Ian, the pressure is really on here.
Well, Peter is at Everton, and those points are going to count by the end of the game. 1 point the difference at the 20-minute mark of the final quarter. And what a great treat of football it's been. Kick in by Chris Duthie. Coming grandstand side. Kernahan in on the ball. Brooksby up very early at the back. Dewhurst got it out. Hately a chance. Right forward pocket, puts it up in the air. Harris gets up high. Oh, he got up far too early. Wood gives chase to the ball into the left forward pocket. Salisbury back there for the Bays. Gee, I thought Harris may have given away a free kick. His leaping is sensational, but it's been nowhere near the football this afternoon. Brooksby and Seabohm. Line ball, that one. Salisbury at the bottom of the pack, and the umpire will come in and bounce in the left full forward pocket.
Only 1 point in it. Very tight. Glenelg by 1 point at quarter time, 3 at half and 1 at three-quarter time. Oh, stolen by David Kapler. South another chance. What a great kick that is. It's hit the post. Scores level at Adelaide Oval. Ian, have you ever seen two sides so evenly matched throughout a whole afternoon?
Peter, I think it's only been 9 points, the biggest margin for the whole day. I repeat, a point at quarter time, 3 at half, a point at three-quarter time, and now it's even Steven. 92 points each apiece. You can't get it any closer than that. 21 minutes gone. Kernahan can't. Salisbury kicks. Goes close to the line, smothered off the boot. McFarlane up towards South Adelaide's Hewitt. In there is his brother Hewitt. McDermott. Two Hewitts and McDermott. You might say Hewitt squared. A bounce down. Centre wing on the outer side. 13-14 both teams. Well, a fitting result would be a draw. We said that at Football Park against Western Australia. Not to be. Hewitt again trying to get the ball clear. McDermott, same two players, another bounce.
Gee, I don't know what the siren's like here at Adelaide Oval. I hope it's a bit louder than the one at Footy Park. I'd hate to have controversy like that again. Kernahan got it out only as far though as Daryl Hewitt. In front, Russell. Dennis Russell has played a top game today. Kick number 11 for that player. Glenn Hewitt punched away by Alan Stringer. It's going to be hard to hear the siren today. The crowd have been vocal. Kernahan and Scneebichler being great players for their respective sides. Scneebichler used the body well. Darren Kapler very close to the line, and the umpire will throw it in.
Christie still waiting to come on. Scneebichler, big crowd. Kernahan. Nailey bolts clear on the left leg, puts it at a half-forward line. Up there is Russell again, big leap, can't get it down. Brooksby's got it. Kapler hooks back in towards full forward, it's going to score. Oh, what a magnificent mark, Duthie. Couldn't find the football, went back with it, must have been only a centimetre away. Duthie, a brilliant mark. Marshall and Dewhurst. But the umpire has given a 15-metre penalty. Just when the Bays were about to bolt off, it was against Harris. And umpire Argent is making Duthie come back and crick across his mark. He's about 25 metres out from goal. Duthie comes grandstand side again. This time it's Kernahan in the act. Palmer, Dewhurst over towards Haitley. In goes Kernahan. Haitley gets it over now. Kapler tries to run the corner. Dewhurst. Martin heads towards goal, gives it a chance. Oh, he's gone across. Wold! 20 metres out, wasn't meant for him. Luck's a fortune. When you need it, you're lucky to get it. Wold has got the ball 20 metres out, 45 degrees. Martin shot for the woodwork. Luckily it found Wold. And the hopes of South Adelaide squarely on number 3. Headed towards the Torrens end. Kick number 12 underway. Umpire said he's bottled it. Wold second goal. South 14-14. The Bays 13-14.
Well, incredibly, the ball was taken back for Duthie to have another kick after Glenelg had it to advantage. It ended up with Martin. The kick forward wasn't a good one, but Wold did the right thing and took the mark and kicked the goal. Now South up by 6 points.
Into time on of the final quarter. 5 goals has been kicked. Close to time on. Kernahan, but it comes to McDermott. The Bays go into attack up towards the outer side. Talbot thumped away. Copping, swing back on the left leg. Great tackle on him, put on him by Bennett. Copping steadies, puts it up in the air. Carey's there, and the big fella, great mark! Oh, look at Campbell. You would have thought that he'd grabbed it. The big fellow vanished to the forward's pocket when he appeared to be a little injured. Is taking a big mark and should square the score. Kick number 13, Peter Carey, home. Second goal, 14-14, both teams. What a game of footy. There with him. South in attack on their half-forward line. Won't be a lot of time on. Salisbury's cramping up. Wouldn't be surprised he played a magnificent game. The next score could be it. South Adelaide through Fairclough. Can't get the ball clear. Thrown out wide now. Simon's out there with him. Nailey hasn't got the football. Hanging on. South to go into attack. 2 minutes of time on. Kick number 18 for Nailey. Naley puts it in high, not a good kick, dropping short all the way. Seabone from centre half back.
Seabone's had his hands full today with Scneebichler. Plays it out wide. Twelftree. Will be paid the mark. Palmer came in late. 27 minutes in. Could this be the last move forward for either side? Wayne Stringer running backwards. He's got the mark. There's no 15 metres there. Only 5 goals kicked in this last quarter. Short or the lead on Copping. Play on, calls the umpire. Copping falls over. Gets rid of it very quickly. Hately out on the full. Well, that's the kick of a tied player. David Marshall will kick back for Glenelg. Scores level. David Marshall. McDermott's on his own. Marshall's played a top game. Kicks in long. Carey. Big leap there by Corns. David Kernahan. Onto the left foot. This is a score. Oh, Copping. No mark. 12-3 goal. 3 goals, 12-3. 15-14 Glenelg. South 14-14.
Brilliantly done, David Kernahan. South Adelaide had about 15 players up for the mark in defence. Panic stationed. The ball to ground. Kernahan swooped on it. Left-footed. It appeared it was going to be a goal. 28 minutes gone. It was 12-3. Point-blank range. 3-on-1 back there. And the Bays nudge a goal, and that could be the game, set and match.
Don't tell me it's going to happen again. Darren Harris is back at full forward for South. Kernahan belts one forward. Glyn Hewitt and Tony Simons stole the ball. Glenelg go into attack again. Simons to Carey. Couldn't pick it up on the half volley. Bennett clears out for South. Kernahan, great mark, Kernahan. Coach Campbell puts the arms up. He feels pretty good about it at the moment. Loose players up forward. Alan Stringer, short. Copping. Well, I don't know where they've found it from, Glenelg. The siren's gone. I didn't hear it. Crowd run onto the ground. Copping will take his kick. This is his 15th. He's had 13 marks. He's missed the goal. It doesn't matter. Glenelg win a classic contest. 15-15 to 14-14.
And as Peter Marcus said, a classic contest at the Adelaide Oval today by 2 sides who are going to be there in September when the finals come along. The final scoreline, Glenelg 15 goals 15, 105 points, defeating South 14 goals 14, 98. Leading goal kickers for South Adelaide, Scneebichler got 5, Harris, Ward and Fairclough 2, Twelftree and Kernahan got 4 each, while McGuinness and Carey got 2. The stats from the game at Adelaide Oval today, which we have a look at now. Glenelg 206 kicks to South 201, marks 97 to 66. Handballs, Glenelg had 74, South Adelaide in their typical running style at 106, free 16 to 19, rucks out of centre 12 Glenelg, 9 South, and scoring shots 30 to 28. Checking the results from the other 4 games played in Adelaide today to conclude round 11. Sturt 18-15 defeated North Adelaide 16 goals 21. Norwood, well, they went down to West Adelaide, a kick after the siren by Micken. West 14-20, 104. Norwood 15-11, 101. Port, easy winners over Woodville. And Central's 19 goals 10, 124 points, defeating Torrens 12 goals 17, 89. The Premiership table after 11 rounds, halfway there to the 84 Premiership flag. Port and Central's on top, then South, Glenelg and Sturt, West Adelaide, 2 games out of the 5. Well, that concludes part 1 of the big replay on this holiday Monday. We'll be back with part 2, the clash between Sturt and North at 10:30 tonight.
This has been another 7 Sport presentation brought to you by your Mitsubishi Motors dealer, NEC and Hallett Brick.